I have never seen two amazing fighters fight over second place so hard. Alex Pereira has literally destroyed the sanity of both Yuri Prohachka and Jamahl Hill. Both of these guys are arguing over who got knocked out better. What are we talking about? Who lost better to Alex Pereira? Brother, both of you got knocked out. And Jamahl, you got knocked out faster than Yuri. These two are absolutely losing their minds and have been going back and forth. Jamahl posting many videos going at everybody. And I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love it. I think Jamahl is probably the most must see thing in the light heavyweight division outside of Alex Pereira and what he does. Jamahl just brings some fire to the division and entertainment. I mean, you have him going at a guy who genuinely believes he's a samurai and does not need to use defense because the will of the samurai will protect him in all of his battles. Yuri Prohachka is a psychotic man, but Jamahl Hill is more delusional than Michael Chandler. So,
I did bum. Bum is insane, bro. Bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Jamal, don't speak about my performances, fight IQ, and all these things.
Your last performance, you got dominated. My man literally had your ponytail leaning to the left. People keep coming at me these last few days, last couple weeks, and whatnot, and I wanted to take the high road on this. I really,
oh brother, we know you never take the high road.
really wanted to take the high road. I've been trying to let it slide. But I put it in my GPS and I couldn't find it. So now I'm going to bring it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got time today. It's one of those type of days.
Saying you take the high road when you have been trying to tell us that Herb Dean is the reason you lost your fight against Alex Pereira, and it's not because Alex is amazing and caught you with a perfect left hook right on the chin. I don't know, brother. I don't know.
We got guys like Mr. Ankle Grabber, Ankle Lad, whatever his name is. Y'all know the weird guy that kind of look like what's his name? Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, Mr. Honest Abe over here just can't stop talking about me, man. He laid out his plans, which was cool. You got a title shot coming up. You earned it in one of the fucking worst fights of the year. And that's good on you. And you could have just went with that, right? You could have been like, hey, I'm going to beat Alex. They want me to rematch him. I'll rematch him. And I can fight up. You got to call somebody. You got to get to talk about calling somebody a bum. Bum is insane, bro.
Bum.
I'm a bum in no realm on facet of anything. We have common opponents, so we can measure the value of each one of our game and each one of our fighting styles. Remember Santo?
They both lost to Paul Craig. That's all I'm gonna say. Paul Craig is that guy.
They dropped you. You went to a decision, hugging him, and all of those things. Yeah, I finished that guy. You remember how you got a title shot, just giving whenever the belt was vacant, and you fumbled it because you wanted to, you couldn't stop leg kicks, or you decided to be a crotch sniffer for the last fucking 2 rounds or whatever. You know,
That is a very fair point by Jamahl Hill. That Ankalaev versus Jan Blachowicz fight was made to decide who was going to be the new champion at light heavyweight, and the fight went to a draw, and it was just one of the most lackluster, disappointing title fights I've ever seen. Point blank, period. Like, Jamahl makes a great point there.
And you fumbled in. But who stepped up to the plate? Champ. As you may call me, as you may address me, you're not addressed as such. Pipe down when you talking to me, bro. So, yeah. I just got, I just had to get this off of me real quick, Man, talking about a bum. Call me what you want, but don't forget to call me champ. All right? That's one thing. Now, moving on to somebody who is...
Another fair point. Jiri beat Glover for the belt. If we're going to consider Jiri a real champ, we have to consider Jamahl Hill a real champ because they beat the same person to get their title. Put some respect on it. Put some respect on Jamahl Hill.
Done. It's accomplished. Won the title. He's a champ as well. Everybody knows by now the cat's out of the bag. I'll be fighting Jiri Prochazka January 18th in Los Angeles. And it's a fight I've been waiting for a long time. I've been calling for this fight for 4-5 years now. He decided out of the...
Early take, I heavily favor Jamahl Hill in that fight. Jiri refuses to put his hands up because, like I said, the soul of the samurai is what protects him in these fights. Jamahl Hill has pretty sharp striking unless he's fighting Alex Pereira. I think he's going to catch Jiri at some point because Jiri does not put his hands up because the soul of the samurai is what protects him.
The blue out of nowhere to just come at me and send some shots my way. For anybody who ain't hasn't seen it, we'll plug it in.
Jamahl, don't speak about my performances, fight IQ, and all these things because in your last fight,
Jiri, I love watching you fight. Fight IQ is not something that I would say is one of your stronger points. I think if we're all being honest, we would probably agree, right? Right.
didn't show nothing, really. And the same guy, same Ankalaev, in your last 3 fights, you showed totally nothing. So stay on the ground and... Okay.
Jamahl, Ankalaev, and Jiri all really have not showed much in their last few fights. Ankalaev's been winning, but they've been pretty boring. Then Jiri and Jamahl, you both got slapped in your last fight, so...
Okay, so let's see you 18th of January. I'm going to win. I'm going for win.
in this little rant that he went on, he says, "Don't talk about his fight IQ or his fights because my last performance, I showed nothing." Bro, are you kidding me?
We're about to compare defeats right here, people. We're about to compare who lost better to Alex Pereira.
Are you kidding me? Your last performance, you got dominated. Dominated and knocked out. Completely shut down. Completely exposed.
I get what Jamahl is trying to say here. He's trying to say that Jiri got completely wiped out, completely waxed, like he got audited by Alex Pereira. And he didn't, because not much happened in that fight other than him getting caught. It's just ironic because it's like you lost faster than Jiri, you know? Like Yuri lasted longer. I know you're saying he got dominated the whole time, which was true in the second fight. But you got finished quicker, Jamal. So it's a tough case to make. But I'm leaning towards your side. I understand.
right? And then got done bad, bro. You got did bad.
Done bad.
I got caught. You got dominated. It's a huge difference.
Huge difference.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't even need to go into no details about my fight with it. We can just talk about my man's literally had your ponytail leaning to the left. I hope you wear that. I hope you wear that same ponytail in LA so I can lean that motherfucker to the left right back for you. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like this is insane. We talking about a dude who is getting his ass whooped in every fight that you've been in. And because you are you know what I mean? You can take some shots. And people get tired and they make low IQ moves. The only reason why you became champ is because Glover made a low IQ move in a moment. And you took advantage of it. Good on you. That's why you will be regarded as a champ. But you got your ass whooped for most.
In all fairness, if we are doing MMA math again, Jamal dominated Glover for 4 or 5 rounds, won a clear decision. And Yuri had a war with Glover. That was one of the best fights I've ever seen. But Jamal clearly wiped Glover out in Brazil too. And Yuri had an absolute dog fight with Glover and caught him in the rear naked. So Jamal has a point there if we are doing MMA math.
Most of that fight. Do you not forget I set a record. The complete domination, didn't drop a single round, and you barely scraped by. You want to talk about performances, talk about my last performance. We can go into every performance. I put on dominant performances. You survive and get a win. We not the same.
We not the same. We not the same.
January 18th in LA, I'm going to show you. We not the same. You not like me. You not like me.
All in all, Jamahl Hill has smoke for everybody right now. I understand what he's trying to say when it comes to the whole how him and Yuri each fared against Pereira. Yuri did get clearly dominated. And then in Jamal's case, not much happened up until he got knocked out. But you got knocked out faster than Yuri. Both times. Now, when it comes to Yuri versus Jamahl Hill, I'm taking Jamahl Hill. I think Jamahl Hill is actually becoming very underrated at this point because of the delusional things that he says. Yes, he says a lot of delusional things. Even just comparing who lost better is just what are we doing? What is the purpose of doing this? But he's making things interesting. Jamal knocks Yuri out. I'm sorry, I know a lot of you love Yuri and really dislike Jamal. Yuri, until he decides to improve his defense and keep his hands up a little bit, he is not going to win at the elite level. Now, he is so offensively dangerous, anything can happen. But if I have to pick, I'm taking Jamahl Hill because he is a cleaner and crisper and sharper striker. And I think that'll make the difference. In the midst of the chaos, I think he's going to catch Yuri and probably put him away. And Yuri's taken a lot of beatings, the Glover fight and the 2 knockouts to Pereira. It hasn't been good for him. But Jamal's keeping things interesting. People really don't like him, and I get it. He says crazy shit. But what else is there at the light heavyweight division that we pay attention to other than Alex? We don't pay attention to Magomed Ankalaev. We don't really pay attention to fucking Anthony Smith. Who else is there? Carlos Oberg just beat Volkan. That division is so shallow. Let Jamal say anything he wants. It keeps shit interesting. gives us something to pay attention to. But I think he's gonna smoke Yuri.